to bring to you something I believe that will give you strength for today. See, years ago, I took on a job as a maths lecturer. On arrival, on my very first day in the staff room, I was greeted by a large framed A1 size stereogram. A stereogram is a picture that is drawn within a picture. It uses patterns to conceal the object that it has within it. My colleagues welcomed me and they said to me, pointing at the diagram, "Obi, what do you see?" I stared at the picture and all I could see were dotted gray spots on a white canvas. And so did I express to them. They said to me, "Look again, what do you see?" I stared at it a second time and I thought, and I said to them, "They're dotted gray spots on a white canvas." Then they began to laugh. I found the laughter a little bit unnerving, especially because I couldn't see anything else other than dotted gray spots. Well, I couldn't see anything on that day, so I went home, came back the following day. I looked at the same diagram and I could only still see dotted gray spots on a white canvas. Days became weeks, weeks became months, months became years. I still couldn't see anything. Years after, 5 years precisely after, I walked into that same staff room, looked at the pictures, and this time I was able to see something. And I screamed out in excitement to my friends, "Yes, I can see something." And they said, "What do you see?" I said to them, "I can see a large life-size Statue of Liberty." And they said, "Yes, we can see." I mean, you can reach your hands out into it and almost touch it. Well, what did I learn from that experience? 2 things, and I'd like to share those with you. 1, I had to adjust the way I looked at things. That's the first one. The second one, I had to be patient. And it's this concept of patience that takes me to a text which I'd like to share with you, found in James chapter 1, beginning at verse 2. And I'll read to your hearing. I'm reading from the New King James Version. "My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. But let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing." As we look at this idea of being complete, the concept of lacking nothing, I want to suggest to you that we become anxious when we feel that we lack something. We become worried and concerned when we feel incomplete. I don't know what you're faced with today. I don't know what challenges that you are faced with. But I believe that if you would change the way you look at it, if you remain patient, I like the words that the New International Version would use. It says perseverance. If you would persevere, I believe that that very problem will become much easier to understand and see. You will be able to relate to James when he says, "Count it all joy when you fall through various trials." It reminds me of something else that happens often when I was a lot younger. Growing up, my father will call me when there's a bit of a challenge or a concern. And he'll say to me, "Obi, come." I'll come. And he said to me, "Look up. What do you see?" Staring up, I would say, "Dad, I can see clouds passing by." And he will say to me, "Yes, son, you have seen well. The problems that you're faced with now, that you see, will also pass by like the clouds. Those clouds are passing and they will not come back the same. The problems that you're faced with today will also pass by. All you need to do is look at it differently. And be patient, persevere, endure, and you will see the problems pass by." I hope those words of encouragement would help you to have strength for today. Let me pray with you, because I know that patience is not something that we can acquire easily. But if we ask God for help, He will give us the ability to endure and to persevere. Let me pray with you. Father in heaven, we know that all things that we ask of thee, you grant unto us, according to your riches in glory. This time, Lord, we ask for patience, the ability to endure, to persevere, and to count it all joy, whatever it is that we are faced with today, that we can see it differently, that your name will be glorified, and that we will be complete and lack nothing. This we ask in Jesus' precious and mighty name. Amen. Friends, I hope you found some strength in those words, some comfort in those words.